Hello my shining stars, Aries. Today we're diving into big cosmic shifts of the next few years. On May 24th of 2025, Saturn is entering Aries. And listen, if you've been feeling like something big is brewing, you're right. This transit isn't just another update. It's perso, it's primal, it's powerful. So grab your tea, coffee, or any drink you want, sit back, enjoy the cans and cherries, and let's talk about what it means for you. Saturn, the planet of time, structure, responsibility, and karma, it moves into fiery Aries on May 24th, 2025. So it isn't a one-time hit. This is a 2.5 years journey that kicks off in 2025, dips back into Pisces, and returns full force on February 2026, staying in Aries until April 2028. So what happens when the planet of boundaries meets the sign of bold action? Imagine fire heating stone, impulse meeting a discipline, a warrior being taught how to master himself or herself. That is the energy. It's like Saturn walks into Aries, looks straight in the eyes and asks, okay, who you really are under this public mask? Let's talk truth. Aries is about the self, your divine, your ego, your I am. But when Saturn lands here, you might feel blocked, slowed down, alone, even a little lost in your reflection. You want to launch things, you want to start big, go fast, get pregnant, for example, and it's a block. And Saturn says, not yet. First, build the foundation. That can feel frustrating, even painful. You might ask, why is everything harder now? Where did my fire go? Am I losing my confidence? Am I losing my mind? No, my shining star, you are not losing it, you're forging it. It is elite warrior training. It's Sparta. Your soul is lifting weight. Now here is a deeper layer. In recent years, we've been told to be ourselves, loudly, boldly, unapologetically, but Saturn in Aries asks, which version of yourself are you amplifying? Is it true you, or just a persona built to survive, your protection shell? This transit asks you to get honest, to balance confidence with humility, to own your light without burning others and yourself. And yes, it might feel like your ego is getting a wake-up call, because it is. But the reward, you become solid, rooted, unshakable. Here is the plot twist. Saturn in Aries isn't just about strength, it's about redefining the strength. Maybe you've been afraid to compete, afraid to be seen as less than perfect, less than strong, but now you're learning how to show up. Even if you are not ready, even if you're not first, even if you don't win, because you're playing the long game. And Saturn rewards the ones who don't quit. Mark these days. Let's break down the key dates. May 24, 2025, Saturn enters Aries. September 1st, 2025, retrogrades back into Pisces. February the 13th, 2026, re-enters Aries. And in April 12th, 2028, it enters Taurus. I would like you to pay more attention to the dates when Saturn will square Jupiter. It will be June 15th, 2025 and August 11th, 2025. Check your transit charts for that date. Saturn sextiles Uranus. Expect tension, breakthrough, and the big karmic themes will be revealed, or big changes will come. Let's talk about your cosmic homework. So here is your Saturn in Aries soul assignment. Rebuild your identity slowly, consciously, and own your presence without needing the applause. Set the boundaries that honor your energy. Track your growth, journal, reflect, repeat, and say yes to less but do it with more intentions. This is your time to become the leader of your own life. Saturn said, take your time, take your fire, and build something that lasts. So if you've been feeling pressure lately, like the universe is calling you to level up, you are right. This is your climb, and no one else can walk it for you. It's your climb. So keep doing, keep going, keep building, keep showing up. If this message landed in your heart, drop me a comment and tell me what part of yourself are you ready to rebuild stronger. Every comment will be personally blessed. And of course, if you have any questions, please leave your comments under this video. See you in my future videos. Goodbye. Hello, my shining stars, Tauruses. On May 24, 2025, Saturn in Aries will visit your house 12. Today we're going deep, and it means soul level, shadow in the corner, quiet in the night deep, because Saturn is entering Aries, and for you it's activating your house 12. Now it isn't about changing your wardrobe or launching something big. Oh no, this is a journey inward. It's slow, sacred walk through your inner corridors. It's the moment when universe says, it's time to clear your soul closet. Are you ready to face what you've been hiding, even from yourself? So what is Saturn doing here? Saturn is a street teacher, an architect, the karmic cleaner, the vacuum cleaner. And Aries brings fire, courage, and willpower. Now combine that with the 12th house of your hidden realm, the place of dreams, secrets, hidden places, and the parts of you that don't see daylight. And this is like a lightning snatches in the sealed attic. It might be dusty, it might be intense, but you need to see what's been stored away, what your subconscious has for you. And trust me, there are treasures under those cobwebs. Fill in the fog before clarity. Let's be real, Taurus. This is not a comfortable transit, and you may feel withdrawn, disconnect, even lost in moments where everything used to feel so solid. People may not get what you are going through, but they will try to enforce their advice on you. You might even not fully understand it either. Those emotions and fear you thought you buried, boom, they rise. Old habits, addictions, guilt, shame, grief, they bubble up to the top like forgotten dreams. But do not panic. You're not broken, you're not sick, you're not crazy. You've been shown the roots so you can finally pull the weeds. This is Saturn's way of saying no more illusions. Let's clean this up together. Imagine you have the universal vacuum cleaner for karma to help you out in your cleaning duties. Deep healing, deeper power. Now here is where the magic lives. Because while the 12th house feels heavy, it holds the key to your spiritual liberation. This is a soul detox, a karmic cleanse, a sacred reset. You are not just healing you are healing generations. You are rewriting the subconscious scripts and setting your future self free. So yes, you might feel the call to start therapy, explore shadow work, keep a dream journal, meditate, take long walks in the silence, go grounding, forgive yourself for the things you never said out loud. It's not about doing more, it's about being with yourself in a more honest way. Now let's bring Aries back into the frame. This isn't passive healing, it's active surrender. Aries says, be brave enough to look within. Be bold enough to begin again, even in silence. This is a spiritual warrior training. You may not have all the answers right now, but you are shaping your intuition, your trust, your quiet power. And when Saturn crosses into your first house later in 2028, you will re-emerge like a phoenix, just stronger and reborn. Here is your cosmic homework, dear Taurus. Start a dream journal. Your consciousness is speaking. Make space for solitude, even 10 minutes a day. Release emotional weight, guilt, fear, regret. Visit the gym in solitude. Begin a healing practice, meditation, prayer, journaling. Trust the process. Even if you don't see the outcome yet, this is a sacred work and it matters. And remember, you are not alone. So if you're feeling foggy, tender, like you are floating between the versions of yourself, you are. But it's not weakness. There is the in-between where transformation begins, where softness becomes strength, where your soul finally breathes. You are not breaking down, you are breaking open. Let this season be gentle. Let it be quiet. Let it be real. When Saturn leaves this house, you'll step into the world as the new version of yourself, anchored in spirit, aligned with the purpose. If this touched your heart, drop a comment below and tell me, what are you ready to release? And you can send this to somebody, to someone who also walking in the quiet path right now. You are doing deep, powerful work, dear Taurus. And I'm so proud of your journey. See you in my future videos. Goodbye. Hello, dear Gemini. Welcome to the First Lunar Day channel. My name is Julia, and let's talk about Saturn in Aries in your house 11. This transit is not just personal, it's collective. Because Saturn is moving into Aries, and for you, it lights up and activates your house 11, the realm of your dreams, hopes, your soul, family, and true future that quietly you are dreaming of. It's also the house of online business and third marriage and the grandchildren. This is a ship that whispers who's walking with you into your future and what legacy are you here to leave behind. It's no longer about the past, it's about becoming the architect of what comes next, the future and your soul circle. The 11th house is where vision meets connection. It's your dreamscape for humanity. It's the communities you are part of, and there is ones you meant to lead. As a Gemini, you are a social butterfly of the Zodiac. You thrive on connection, on ideas, on exploring new circles. But with Saturn now stepping in, wearing this cosmic inspector suit, it's time to make sure your connections are built on solid foundations. It's not just about having a lot of friends, it's about having the right friends. But Saturn now asks, is your giving going somewhere meaningful? Or are you pouring your love into cups with cracks? Dream big, but Saturn in Aries says build wisely. Let's be honest, Gemini, you are open. Maybe too open sometimes. But not every connection is built to last. Not every group reflects your values, and Saturn knows it. So don't be surprised if someone from your friends will fall out or fade. Certain communities feel distant. Your social life shifts into something quieter, deeper, more intentional, far away from everybody in solitude. This might sting because you gave your heart. But this is Saturn teaching you boundaries in love, in friendship, and your energy. It's not about cutting people off. It's about growing into alignment. And yes, that means letting some connections naturally fall away. You're becoming your soul architect. Here is the breakthrough moment. This is the season 2. Reclaim your long-term dreams. Align your soul tribe, not just those who are always been around, but those who truly see you. Step into your leadership role in the causes that you deeply care about. Use your voice to inspire the change, softly, but with fierce intention. Saturn in Aries says, don't wait for the world to change. Be the one who creates the structure for it. So what you're here to build there, Gemini? A community project, an online platform, a sacred sisterhood, a space where others can heal and grow? Then don't just wish it. Work it, choosing who comes with you. Isn't just a social shift, it's a soul shift. Saturn is revealing who supports your growth versus who drains your light like a vampire, which friendship are rooted in truth and which were just comfort zones, which dreams are truly yours and which are inherited out of obligation or guilt. If you have online business, your online business might have obstacles, and the online dating can hold the karmic rakes. If in your chart Saturn rules the house of love, stay away from the dating websites and applications. The true love will come through your self-love, discipline, and self-work. This is a sacred cleansing. This is the cleaning space for the new, for the aligned, for the real. And Gemini, when you create space, something magical happens. The people who will match your evolved frequency begin to arrive. We meet people and events only on our frequency. And I will say again, the people we meet and the events we experience live in the same frequency. Same as you hear a song on the radio and by jumping from one FM station to another one. And you can change the radio stations. You can jump from different FM frequencies. Only you can do it. Here is your cosmic homework, dear Gemini, your checklist. Audit your circles. Who truly resonates with your spirit now? Clarify your future. What dreams light you up from the inside out? Get structured. Put systems behind your vision. Give back in ways that honor your energy, not draining it. Step as the guide, quietly, intuitively, confidently. Do not have to lead loudly. You just have to lead authentically. You are not just dreaming it, you are building it. So Gemini, if your friend list is changing, if your vision is evolving, if your heart feels called to something deeper, it's Saturn's way of saying you are no longer just dreaming the future. You are ready to build it. The old ways won't work any longer. You cannot take them where you are going, because where you're heading, it's full of purpose, of power, of people who truly get you. So drop a comment below. What dreams are you finally taking seriously? As you know, verbalizing is a part of manifestation. So like, share, and subscribe for more soul, deep cosmic wisdom. And remember, beautiful hearts, you don't have to rush this, but you do have to honor it. You are building something real, and I'm so proud of you. Thank you so much, and see you in my future videos. Goodbye. Hello, my shining stars, Cancerians. Welcome to the First Lunar Day channel. Today we will be speaking about Saturn in Aries in your house 10. It isn't just about career moves, it's bigger than that. It's about your legacy and your role, your place in the world. And trust me, Saturn isn't just asking you to hustle, it's asking you to own your power. So what's the 10th house really? Is the highest point of your chart, your public life, your reputation, the mark you leave behind. And when Saturn walks through the throne room, the universe starts asking you big questions. What are you building? Are you aligned with your true calling? This is the moment when the inner dreamer, yes, that soft intuitive heart of yours, is asking to become the builder. But let's keep it real. This transit isn't all glitter and promotions. Saturn in the 10th house can feel like more responsibility, higher expectations, feeling like the world is watching, and the weight of I can't mess this up. You may hit the roadblocks. People may question your path. You can question your path. You might even question yourself, but hear this. It's not the punishment, it's the preparation. And this pressure, it's how Saturn forges diamonds. Now, here is where your Cancer magic kicks in. This isn't about punishing blindly. It's about building something real. Saturn is here to help you. Building a rock-solid professional foundation. Get clear on your long-term goals. Step into real leadership. Be respectful for your wisdom, and yes, it might stretch you. You may feel like you are stepping out from behind the scenes. That's because you are. Because Saturn says you are ready. Let's talk about opportunity, because this isn't just pressure, it's potential. This is your moment to launch the career you've dreamed of, establish your name, your brand, your reputation, shift into a higher level role, management role, be recognized for your hands, for your hard earning skills. And Aries brings fire, courage, ambition, drive. So instead of waiting to be discovered, make a pitch, make the rain, launch the project. This is where your private dreams meet the public stage. Not anybody else, but yours. Boost up your soul. Okay, love, here is your cosmic checklist. Get clear on the vision. Where do you want to be in 3 to 5 years? Polish your image, update your bio, social media, align your brand. Step into authority, no more shrinking. You are not too sensitive. You are powerful. Create structure, build the systems. Saturn loves a plan, and always, always, always lead from your heart. This is your superpower. If you're feeling the pressure right now, that's because you are rising. The universe is looking straight to your eyes and saying, you are ready. It's your time. You're not just the nurturer anymore. You're a matriarch, a patriarch, builder of your own empire. Trust yourself. You're the queen. You're the king. You don't have to do it overnight, but you do have to show up day by day with soul, with courage, with purpose. Let me know in the comments, what are you ready to claim in your career and calling? Also leave a message if you are feeling this shift, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with some fellow Cancer who is ready to boost up. See you in my future videos. Goodbye. Hello, my shining stars, Leos. Here is the information for you. Saturn in Aries on 24th of May 2025 enters your house 9. What will it bring to glorious and fashionable Leos? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're journeying into something majestic, because Saturn has entered Aries, and for you it's lighting, activating your house 9, the place of purpose, high truth, expansion. This isn't the season for spotlight. This is the season of seeking, of rising beyond what you know and answering a deeper call. Saturn is not just shaping your career, it's reshaping your belief in yourself. What house 9 represents in astrology, higher education, philosophy, travel and cultural exploration, it's the second marriage, and also publishing the books, articles, words, knowledge, hidden knowledge. It's where we break free from what's small and familiar and chase what is true. And now Saturn, the wise teacher, is here to test what you believe, why you believe it, and is it the truth that you are following? And of course, where it's all leading. So don't be surprised if you decide to change your religion and change the place of your living, or to get a divorce, or to marry, and it will be your second marriage. House 9 is also house of legal matters, justice, and if you will experience some court cases or some obstacles in the court cases, you may know that it will last. If you start it now, it will last around 2 or 3 years. But if you will be developing spiritually, you will definitely win in the court cases, because Saturn will be on your side. Truth isn't always comfortable. Let's be real, Leo. This might not be the easiest transit for you. You may feel doubt around your spiritual path, frustration with old belief system, confined by teaching that no longer serve you, pulled to let go to truths that don't fit anymore. It's like the universe is whispering that it's time to grow beyond this chapter. And yeah, growth means leaving comfort behind. But Leo, I know how much you love your comfort. Even the lion must leave the cave to find sun. It doesn't mean that lion stops being a lion. Here is the Saturn's gift in the ninth house. He builds ladders to the stars. This is your time to commit to deep study, spiritual or academic, learn from wise mentors, gurus, or become one. Refine your worldview, lay a foundation that your soul can stand on. This is the moment when someday becomes now, whether it's publishing a book, teaching your truth, or launching that spiritual beast. Saturn says, make it real. The opportunities come. When your fire meets Saturn's discipline, you become unstoppable. Here is what's possible: teaching or speaking your truth, creating content that elevates consciousness, traveling with meaning. Either you will become a pilgrim, not just vacation, becoming a true authority in your field. This is your inner stage awakening. Your roar becomes wisdom. Your light becomes beacon. You are not just living for applause anymore. You are living for your shining, spectacular, nuclear-powered legacy. Here is your Saturn homework and your Saturn in Aries checklist, Leo. Commit to a higher truth, study, research, and reflect. Build your philosophy. What do you believe now? Teach what you are learning, your ways, your voice, your path. Travel inward and outward, but make it intentional. Say yes to the unknown. This is where the treasure lives. You are becoming a beacon. So Leo, if the old teachings don't fit, if your soul is itching to grow, if your beliefs are shifting, good. That's Saturn opening the door to your next level. This isn't just about where you are going, it's about who you are becoming on the way. You are the lion who becomes the sage, the performer who becomes the teacher, the spark who becomes the flame. Let me know in the comments, what truth are you ready to live by now? Let me know if this leads something up inside of you, because you know that verbalizing is the part of manifestation. And as always, like, subscribe, and share this with a fellow seeker. This is your season to rise with wisdom, and I'm right here cheering for you every step of the way. Thank you so much, and see you in my future videos. Goodbye. Hello, my shining stars, Virgos. Let's talk about your situation. Welcome back to the First Lunar Day channel. Today we're diving into something powerful and intense, transformational, because Saturn has entered Aries, and for you, it's activating your 8th house, the house of rebirth, crisis, mutual funds, shared resources, soul contracts, karma, and hidden fears. It isn't just surface level astrology, it's deep, sacred, and it's alchemy. And for you, Virgos, you are about to rise like a phoenix from your own ashes. You had a hard time for the last 3 years, and now it will be your time to resurrect. House 8 is one of the most misunderstood parts of the chart, and it's not just death or money, it's about transformation. What does it rule? It rules intimacy and deep trust, shared resources, debts, and inheritance, power, control, authority, emotional vulnerability, and addictions, healing traumas, letting go. When Saturn moves through this house, it acts like a cosmic surgeon, cutting away what no longer serves you, especially in your inner world. Let's be real, Virgo, this isn't the most comfortable transit, as if you're going through the operation. financial pressure or power struggles, that urgent need to confront past wounds, blocks in intimacy or pregnancy or trust, and strong urge to release control patterns. Saturn here says, face it, heal it, reclaim your power. And Aries, it brings urgency, fire, and courage. This isn't a time to hide in your spreadsheets, Virgo, your lists. It's time to transform from within. The gift of this Saturn transit is inner strength. This is your chance to heal financial karma, generational financial karma, debts, taxes, joint accounts. Create strong emotional boundaries, step into energetic sovereignty, work through fear with grounded tools and courage. Virgo, your wisdom lies in the details. And now Saturn says, apply your experience and wisdom to your emotional world. And do not let any parasites to suck on your energy. House 8 is house of rebirth and empowerment. And of course, it's a cocoon. And Saturn, he's crafting your wings. This is your chance to master emotions, deepen your sexual and spiritual awareness, build in wealth through joint ventures using investments and money of others, rise after betrayal or loss, stronger than ever. And yes, you'll be tested, but those tests, they are sculpturing your next level of power. What about Virgo's Saturn homework? Soul level spring cleaning. Here is your checklist for transformation. Audit your shared resources, finances. Clarity is empowerment. Even you trust your partner 100%, please check your finances. Clear emotional debts. Forgive, release, express. Build trust slowly, one boundary at a time. Dive into the shadow work, journaling, therapy, inner healing. Embrace endings. Every closure is opening for the new chances, for the new path, from vulnerability to victory. This isn't the phase where everything looks perfect. This is the phase where you become unbreakable. Saturn is here to show you real power isn't about control or perfection. It's about truth. So say goodbye to what is no longer fits. Let Aries fire purify you. And of course, let your soul rise. Let me know in the comments, are you feeling this shift? Are you ready for this transformation? As you know, verbalization is one of the parts of manifestation. So every comment will be personally blessed, of course. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with a fellow Virgo on their grow up path. And you got this. See you in my future videos. Goodbye. Hello my shining stars Libras, welcome to the first lunar day channel. My name is Julia and let's talk about what Saturn in Aries brings you. This is activation of your 7th house, the sacred space of relationship, contracts, and other open enemies. And it's a mirror. It isn't just about finding love. It's about learning what real partnership means. And it starts with you. So a big auditor, a big strict teacher will come to test your marriage, your partnership and relationship. And house 7 is your domain, dear Libra. It's where you shine brightest. It's about romantic and committed relationships, business partnership, collaborations, agreements, contracts, the people who reflect you back to you. And when Saturn moves through this house, he doesn't just bring soulmates. He brings soul lessons, karmic rakes. This can be a tough chapter. I will not sugarcoat it. If you've been people-pleasing, overgiving, or staying silent to keep peace, you may experience distance or pressure in current partnership, a breakup or a shift of important dynamics, legal or contractual responsibilities popping up, a need to draw stronger boundaries and say no when it counts. a need to draw stronger boundaries and say no when it counts. And with Aries here, that energy is bold, assertive, and fiery. Saturn is saying, stop compromising who you are for connection. Build real relationship, build on truth, not the fantasy, not on the illusions. Order is the structure in the heart. This is your moment to redefine what partnership really means to you. You are invited to create clear boundaries and expectations, choose mature, intentional partnership, face the truth in the relationship, even if it hurts. Honor your needs as much as you honor others. You are becoming your best friend. Saturn here teaches that love isn't just about emotion, it's about commitment, responsibility, effort, and shared values. It isn't the end of love, dear Libra, it's the upgrade. Here is what you can gain: a deep, respectful connection built on real compatibility. And I have a compatibility chart, Zodiac, the full video of all the Zodiacs, all combinations. You can check it on my channel. The next one, long-term romantic or business partnership, contracts or collaborations that support your long-term goals, stronger self-worth, and clearer standards in love. This is where the lover becomes the queen or a king, where love becomes a partnership, not a performance. What about Libra's Saturn homework, the relationship reset? If something was weak, will not survive this Saturn in your house 7. So reflect on your partnership. Are they balanced and real? Strengthen your boundaries. Say no with grace. Get clear on your love values. What do you truly want in the relationship? Commit to truth-telling in love and business and soul bonds. Let go with love if needed. Sometimes the goodbye is the best breakthrough. Dear Libra, it isn't about losing love. It's about discovering what love actually is. Healthy, whole, honest, mature, and mutual. You're learning how to be your own anchor, how to stand in your truth, and how to welcome only those who meet you there. Saturn says, no more illusions, only real love from now on. Let me know in the comments what's changing for you in your relationship and partnership. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with somebody who needs a reminder that love starts with you. You got this, Libra, and I'm right here cheering for your next chapter. See you in my future videos. Hello, my shining stars, Scorpio and Scorpio.OPHIUCHUS. Welcome to my channel, first of all. Whether you are a Scorpio or resonate with the healing, intense vibes of Ophiuchus, this message is for you, because right now, Saturn in Aries is activating your 6th house, and it's not a joke. This is time to reclaim your health, refine your work, and master your sacred routines. No shortcuts, no drama, just dedication, purifying fire, and purpose. As you know, house 6 is house of work, health, pets, wellness, sacred devotions, and responsibilities. It's where we meet every day, our rituals, and something that shapes our destiny. This is the domain of daily work and service, health and healing, routines, discipline, habits, humble devotion to something greater. It's where the magic meets mundane, where we turn practice into power. With Saturn here, is like the universe is saying, get serious, get structured, get sacred. Let's be real. This might hit hard at first. You could face work overloads, frustrations with coworkers, health issues that demand attention and care, additional responsibilities, burnout for giving too much without clear boundaries, a feeling that your time or energy is being wasted. Saturn doesn't sugarcoat things. He exposes weak points and asks you fix them permanently. And with Aries energy, it's bold, intense, and fast-paced. You cannot ignore the problem anymore. It's time to act. Your body will scream if you have any inner problems. Your subconsciousness will not keep quiet. Here is the magic. Saturn rewards the work. This is your moment to create powerful, consistent routines that serve your well-being. Build your work habits that support your purpose. Set fierce boundaries into service rules. Redefine what being of service actually means to you. It isn't about martyrdom, dear Scorpio.OPHIUCHUS. It's about sustainable empowerment. Let the fire of Aries help you. No more sacrificing myself for systems that don't honor me anymore. I had enough. I will have the new beginning, and Saturn will help you with that. Once you commit to this path, the rewards are huge. You may level up your work life with the new responsibilities or the leadership role, develop a healing practice or body wisdom that transforms others, gain clarity in your mission, whether in health, coaching, service, or systems, feel physically and emotionally stronger and skinnier because Saturn minimizes things. And Saturn in Aries will help to burn those calories much faster and gain the results that you want. Saturn in Aries helps you to cut the excuses and build a life that feels powerful from the inside out. What about Saturn homework that you will have for these 2.5 years? Here is your Saturn checklist. Get real about your daily routine. What needs to go? What needs to stay? Address health issues head on. No more delays. Redefine your work boundaries. No more overgiving. Commit to sacred structure. Rituals, not chaos. Align your purpose. If your work drains you, it's time to shift. If you take a path, it will be your responsibility, but you will be rewarded. Dear Scorpio.OPHIUCHUS, you are known for depth and mystery and power, but now it's time to bring that energy into the smallest actions: your diet, your sleep, your daily grind. Because when your everyday life aligns with your soul, you become unstoppable. Saturn in Aries is your wake-up call, a chance to become the disciplined mystic, the healing warrior, the quiet force. Let me know in the comment if you're already feeling this push. And if it resonates, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with some fellow Scorpio.OPHIUCHUS who is ready to level up. Remember that verbalizing is the part of manifestation. Let me know what you would like to achieve and what you would like to let go. You are not just transforming your life, you are becoming an example others follow. Keep shining, my beautiful leaders. I'm here with you. Follow for more. I'm still working at monetizing my videos. I hope one day I will reach these goals. It's been 3 years already, but my astrological chart tells me just to continue motivating other people, and I will keep doing that. Thank you so much for your support. See you in my future videos. Goodbye. Hello, my shining stars, Sagittariuses and Ophiuchuses. We are talking today about Saturn and Aries that will enter your house 5. Welcome back to the channel. Today we got some fiery cosmic energy brewing in your chart. What does it mean that Saturn activates your house 5? House of creativity, pleasure, romance, and self-expression. This is your moment to take ownership of your joy, to bring your creativity into form, and to get serious about what makes your heart sing. Let's break it down. The 5th house is your playground. It governs your creative self-expression, romance and fun without responsibilities, where you open your heart and do whatever you want. It's an inner child. Also, it's children energy of play, hobbies, passion, performance that brings you joy. With Saturn moving through this house, you're being called to build something beautiful, something creative, and not just dream about it, but build it. This transit isn't just about carefree fun. It's time to get real about where you're investing your energy. You may face a serious look at your creative projects. Are they truly aligned with who you are now? A romantic relationship or love life that requires more maturity, effort, or boundaries. A challenge in balancing play with responsibility. No more procrastinating. It can be a struggle with finding joy if you've been too focused on your work or obligations or additional responsibilities. Saturn here asks you to grow up in the areas where you've been avoiding commitment or accountability. This isn't about quitting fun. It's about giving it a structure and making it sustainable. You will need to have more order, creating and building creative discipline. But here is the great part. Saturn rewards real efforts. This is your chance to channel your creativity into a project or passion that really matters. Set clear boundaries in romantic relationship and define what true love means for you. Build a creative routine that fits into your life. Yes, discipline in fun. Take responsibility for your joy. Stop waiting for life to hand it to you. Go create it. Saturn in Aries says, stop playing small. Play with power. Play with purpose. And of course, Saturn brings opportunities. Joy meets discipline. Now for the existent part where this transit can really fuel your fire. You could turn a hobby into a creative project, into something serious and rewarding. Meet a romantic partner who helps you to grow, deepen your creative skills, and develop long-term projects. Experience a new level of joy that's rooted in purpose and maturity. This is your time to become the master of your fun and to make it count. What about the homework that Saturn gives you for these 2.5 years until 2028? Let's get down to business. Here is your Saturn checklist. Commit to your creative projects. What idea have you been sitting on that needs to come to life? Set clear intentions in love. What do you really want in romance and partnerships? Balance play with work. Find a routine that lets you have fun and be responsible. Give yourself permission to take yourself seriously. Don't shrink back from your creative genius. Let go of what no longer brings you joy. Free up space for what truly lights you up. Dear Sagittarius of AQUARIUS, this is your chance to build joy into your life with intention and power. Saturn is here to show you that you can have both fun and structure. You can have love and purpose. You can be serious about your passions and still keep that inner spark of adventure alive. So, what will you create? What love will you grow? How will you bring joy and responsibility into your life? The world is waiting to see your brilliance. Let me know in the comments what creative projects or relationship are you looking to build. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with a fellow Sagittarius or AQUARIUS who is ready to level up their creative life. You've got this, and I'm cheering for you on every step of the way. See you in my future videos. Hello my shining stars Capricorns, welcome to the First Lunar Day channel. Today we will dive deep and we will talk about a cosmic shift that asking you to get real you with your roots and rebuild your emotional foundations. What it means when Saturn in Aries enters your house 4 for the next 2.5 years until 2028. What house 4 is? House 4 is your home, place of your living, emotional security and safety, comfort. It's the house of pregnancy and females in your family. So get ready for deep, transformative journey. This is all about laying down solid foundations from the inside out. Let's talk about house 4 more in details. This is your sanctuary. It's the space where you feel safe, where you come to reset, rest, reflect, and recharge. This part of your chart governs your home environment, your family dynamics, both biological and chosen, your emotional core, your sense of inner peace, your past, and the foundations that shaped who you really are. With Saturn here, you are being asked to get serious about your inner world and take ownership of your emotional and physical environment. What are the challenges that Saturn in Aries brings? This transit can feel really intense, and Saturn doesn't play when it comes to emotional maturity. You may experience a sense that Your home or family life needs to be restructured. Challenges with family members that force you to establish firmer boundaries. A realization that your current sense of emotional security and safety isn't sustainable. A feeling of isolation or pressure as Saturn asks you to take full responsibility for your inner life. This is not the time to sweep things under the rug. It's time to rebuild what's been neglected and fractured, and to do it with courage and clarity. You might feel that it's very hard to sell or buy the house. It's good for selling the house and minimize your living space because Saturn minimizes the things. But if you would want to have a nice deal, you will lose money on the deal, or it will be some obstacles for selling or purchasing for the next 3 years. You can forget about increasing your comfort if you will participate in any deals regarding real estate or land or property. Another challenge will be with conception. People who have Saturn in their house of pregnancy, house 4, will experience problems regarding conceiving a child, or the child will be a very big burden or will have mental issues if Algol star will be in the chart of a child. So I have a separate video about Algol star on my channel. Please check it out. It's very important to know or to plan where your child is conceived or where your child will be born. And it's important to understand that Saturn is not a forgiving planet. And in house 7, it might give the karmic partner. In house 4, it can give you a karmic child or a project. It's a very hard burden that will be given to the chosen ones who will have to have this transformative rebirth. For the people who were dreaming or asked for unconditional love, and a sick child or mentally challenged child will be that unconditional love gift from Saturn. So be careful, don't conceive a child. My recommendation, don't conceive a child when you have Saturn in your house 4. It might bring you problems with health, for your health or child health. What about the order that Saturn brings into your house 4? What are the good news? Are there any good news? Yes, Saturn wants to help you to create something real and lasting. This is your opportunity to set emotional boundaries. Very strong, protect yourself, especially with family or homemates. Redesign your living space and support your mental and emotional well-being. Heal your wounds from the past so they stop controlling your present. Establish daily routines that ground and stabilize you. Minimize your home problems. Redefine what home truly means to you and build it from the ground up. Aries energy brings boldness. You are not just protecting your peace, you're claiming it. The opportunities. Let's talk about opportunities. It's not that bad. If you lean into this work, you'll be open doors of powerful transformation. You could create a home that reflects your true self and supports your evolution. Build stronger, more respectful family connections. Anchor into emotional security that can't be shaken. Heal the past, not just by understanding it, but by actively building a new foundation. This is how you find freedom through structure, by doing the inner and outer work that allows you to feel safe, steady, comfortable, and empowered. Which homework Saturn brings you as a strict teacher? Let's talk about that. Here is your Saturn's checklist. Evaluate your home environment. Is it supporting your peace or draining your energy? Set emotional boundaries. Which limits need to be clearly defined? Do the healing work. What past wounds still needs your attention? Establish grounded routines at home. Create rhythms that restore your nervous system. Sleep. Relax. Define your version of emotional physical security. Then start building it. And of course, stand strong in your emotional power, dear Capricorn. This is your time to build your emotional fortress. Saturn and Aries in house 4 is about standing strong, building wisely, and rooting in the kind of home internal and external, that can carry you through any storm. It's a strong foundation. You've got what it takes to create stability. You take your power back and to transform your foundation from the inside out. Let me know in the comments what changes are you making in your home, safety or security, or maybe connected with females in your family life. If this message resonated, make sure that you will like, subscribe, and support my channel. If you're ready to build something lasting, I'm cheering for you as you step into this next chapter with strength and soul. I hope to see you in my future videos. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye. Hello my shining stars, dear Aquariuses. Today we will be speaking about Saturn and Aries that will enter your house 3. What does it mean? What would be the pluses, minuses, challenges? We will talk about this right now. So Saturn is in Pisces. Now it's entering Aries, activating your 3rd house, the house of thoughts, ideas, logic, immediate connections. It's time to bring your structure to your communicational style and build the mental foundation for your next level of success. Let's begin with what the 3rd house represents. This is your mental space, the area of your chart that governs how you communicate, how you think and learn, your local environment, including siblings, neighbors, and short trips, transportation, your everyday interactions and exchanges with information, your roommates, your environment, neighborhood. With Saturn here, you are being asked to master the ways you communicate. It's about turning your knowledge into wisdom, creating clarity in how you express yourself, and building the mental discipline that supports your long-term goals. So let's talk about the challenges, mental discipline, and communication struggles. Because Saturn never shows up without a growth assignment. It's like a strict teacher came to check if everything is in place. During this transit, you might experience mental blocks or frustrations when trying to communicate clearly, a need to take a full responsibility for your words or how you deliver them, pressure to formalize your ideas, turning casual thoughts into structured, and of course, problems with reliable sources and information. You might have a desire to set firm boundaries around your time, conversations, and your mental energy. It isn't the time for surface level talk. Saturn is asking you to deepen your focus, refine your thinking, and only engage in the communication that is meaningful and that is aligned with your goals. Let's speak about order, building mental mastery, and clear communication. Now for the part where you take control and level up. Here is what this transit is inviting you to do. Master your mental space, structure your thoughts, get organized, and create a clear plan of your ideas. Take responsibility for your communication, speak with intention and clarity. Strengthen relations with your immediate circle, whether it's siblings, neighbors, roommates, community members. Commit to real learning, choose a subject and skill and go deep. Build mental routines that ground you. Journaling, planning, quiet time for focus will go a long way. Meditate. You are being called to become a conscious communicator, someone who speaks, who teaches or learns with impact and learn with purpose. It's self-developing. Of course, when Saturn is in house 3, you might have a problem or obstacle to buy a car, to apply for driver's license, because Saturn says the obstacles. But with the challenges, some opportunities will appear. So where the real growth is. You could develop expertise that turns your ideas into influence. Organize your mental clutter into clear, actionable strategies. Connect more deeply with your local community or support network. Redefine your relationship with learning and family. Commit to mastering a subject. It's an amazing time for back to school or learning something new. Step into the role of communicator, teacher, guru, educator, leader, driver. This is your chance to lay the groundwork for long-term intellectual and communicative services, especially if you want to work with advertising or marketing agencies. House 3 is also house of relocation and moving to different places. So if you're willing to change your apartment, it will be a good time to minimize, because Saturn minimizes things. But if you would like to improve the comfort and security or bigger apartment, you might have problems or struggles, or you might meet some cheaters or scammers. It's not a good time for expansion. It's a good time for minimization. Also, for the good news for people who would want to lose weight is that Saturn minimizes things. If you will start a new cycle of exercises, you will lose your weight, extra weight, faster, with faster results. I hope this is useful. Here is a homework for you from Saturn. There is a checklist. Get serious about communication. Are your messages clear and aligned with your truth? Set the boundaries. Protect your time and energy from mental distractions and vampires. Commit to a learning path. Pick a topic and stick to it with the organizations and self-discipline. Reorganize the ways how you think. Turn your shattered ideas into a focused action steps. Have a plan. Strengthen your local connections. Nurture the relationships that are right in front of you. Everything that you need for success is near you in your environment. You just need to cleanse it and vet people who you let in your energy bubble. The Aquarius, Saturn is asking you to take full ownership of your mind. This is your time to sharpen your thinking, elevate your communication, and build mental discipline that carries you far into the future. You are not just learning, you are mastering. You are not just talking, you are leading with the clarity and purpose. You inspire people. Let me know in the comments how you are planning to structure your communication or learning journey. And if this information resonates, make sure you like, subscribe, and share this with another Aquarius or anybody who ready to build their communication mastery. I'm cheering up for you, and Saturn is too. See you in my future videos. Hello my shining stars, Pisces. Let's talk about Saturn in Aries for you. It's a very important transit because it will be in your financial house, house 2. So let's talk about major cosmic shift that's asking you to get serious about your money, values, and self-worth. Saturn in Aries is lighting up your second house, the house of finances, possessions, and personal value. It's time to take the charge of your financial life and build a lasting emotional and material security. The second house is all about your own and what you value. This includes your income, your financial resources, your possessions, both material and sentimental, your sense of self-worth and personal values, and how you build security, safety through material means, your diet as well. With Saturn here, it's time to take responsibility and to restructure how you relate to money and your self-worth, and ask yourself, what do you truly value, and start aligning your actions with those answers. When Saturn was passing my house 2, I lost a job and I got another job that gave me a stable income for the next 3 years. And also I found the sponsors and people who paid me money for consultations. This is how I started my astrology business. Saturn changed the amount of money that I was receiving on the job selling diamonds to a less paycheck, but it was stable and I never had problems with my finances. And I could support my mom in a war zone in Kharkiv, Ukraine. Saturn was great for me in my second house of finances. Let's talk more about the challenges, financial pressure or self-esteem work. Like every Saturn transit, this one comes with lessons. You might feel financial pressure or a heavier sense of responsibility around money. You might have fear or scarcity like I had. It's like you are not doing enough, or maybe you will not have enough. The fear that doesn't have a ground, because Saturn will make sure that you will have a stable income. Emotional insecurities tied up how much you earn or the things that you own. Maybe you will experience frustration with the slow growth. But remember, Saturn rewards patience and discipline and spiritual development. This is your chance to stop avoiding the money conversations and instead take control of it. But do not try too hard. You have to accept that the finances will be minimal and the earnings will not be high, and you'll be fine. What about order? Because Saturn requires order. Here is how to make the most of this powerful energy. You can set the financial goals and stick to them in a long term, not the short term. Create a budget. Get real about your spendings and savings habits. Maybe it's time to refuse that Starbucks $6 coffee. Reevaluate what truly matters to you. What do you value beyond your possessions? Build your self-worth from the inside out. Know that abundance starts within. Take responsibility. No more whinging it. Now it's the time to get organized and grounded in your approach to money and finances. This is your foundation. Build in phase, dear Pisces. Make it count. It's not the time to have big expenses. You have to minimize your expenses, not to maximize them. This transit gives you opportunities also to create lasting financial stability, develop a healthier, more mature relationship with money, strengthen your sense of self-worth and value. It's an amazing time to start financial education. It can help you to lay down the nice foundation that supports your long-term dreams. Manifest wealth in a way that is grounded, sustainable, and soul-aligned. The more effort and discipline you apply now, the more powerful and confident you will feel later. Saturn will bless you for order and self-discipline. Here is your Saturn checklist, dear Pisces. Set financial goals. Start small. Little changes. Stay consistent. Define your values. What truly matters to you beyond money. Write it down. Strengthen your self-worth. Know you are worthy of abundance. Get practical. Track your money, your expenses. Make a plan. Stick to it. Build a long-term security. Take steps now to create your future stability. This is your invitation to ground yourself in real-world habits that support your emotional and material well-being. Embrace your financial empowerment, dear Pisces. This is your moment to take control of your financial future and self-worth. Saturn in your second house is helping you to become more empowered, more secure, and more aligned with what truly matters. By the end of this transit, you will feel more confident in your ability to earn, save, and value yourself. Let me know in the comment how are you planning to grow your wealth and self-worth during this time. If this video helped, be sure to like, subscribe, and share it with a fellow Pisces who is ready to claim their values. As you know, the verbalization, it's a part of manifestation of your future wealth, and I'm cheering you on all the way. You got this, dear Pisces, and I hope to see you in my future videos. Have a wonderful 3 years of Saturn transit. If you have any questions, leave the comments below, and also check where Saturn is in your natal chart and what it rules. So it will be quite an interesting thing to check. See you. Bye bye.